I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make
I said, 1, 2, 3, let's go. It's cool, they do it. It's about what I do. It's going down in a major way. You see, we out here. The people out here. The vibe out here, nigga. We just warming up, baby. Bam.
We out here at Promised Land, Rick Ross Car Show number 5, the biggest and the best yet. You know what I'm saying? Them my seniors out this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Bjorn here with Rockford Fosgate out here at the Rick Ross Show. Great turnout this year. Decided to bring out probably the baddest donk here, we think at least. Got best audio at the show. We introduced our brand new Punch Pro Series speakers.
Okay, I jumped some early. Boy, I'm finna swing. This shit so Texas, boys hollering not mine. Boy.
You got it in rap? What do you think? Unwrap it? Yeah.
Okay, I need to talk about what just happened in Fayetteville, Georgia this past Saturday because the internet has been going absolutely crazy over the clips, and I genuinely don't think people understand the scale of what Rick Ross has built out here. We're talking about thousands of people pulling up to a 235-acre private estate to see some of the most insane cars and bikes on the planet, live performances, celebrities everywhere, and then Young Miami made Rick Ross do what on stage? I'm getting into all of it. The 5th annual Rick Ross Car and Bike Show just happened, and if you weren't there, you missed one of the biggest cultural moments of the summer. Let's get into it. Okay, if you enjoyed this, make sure to follow, like, share with your friends and family, and drop your thoughts in the comments. All right. First, let me give some context for anyone who's new to this event because it did not start as this massive thing overnight. The Rick Ross Car Show was born out of Rick Ross's passion for cars and motorcycles, combined with the expertise of his friend and business partner, Freddie Pena. Together, they created what they call the world's premier self-made car and bike show, an event that unites diverse genres within the aftermarket and custom automotive world, including new school, old school, donks, hot rods, lifted trucks, motorcycles, off-road utility vehicles, exotics, as well as renowned brands from all over the globe. That is not a car show. That is a culture show. That is a celebration, and it started right on Ross's own front lawn. Despite the fact that he only got his license at the age of 45, his music career afforded him the millions he needed to carefully curate his collection of vehicles, over 100 different cars to be exact. It's no wonder why he decided to host his own annual show right on his own lawn at the Promised Land, his massive 235-acre estate just south of Atlanta. Think about that for a second. This man didn't get his driver's license until he was 45 years old and now has over 100 cars and hosts one of the biggest automotive events in the South on his own private property. Only in hip-hop, only in America. The 5th edition of the hugely popular Rick Ross Car and Bike Show kicked off Saturday at 9 a.m. at the rapper's estate off Highway 279 and 138 in Fayetteville, which he calls the Promised Land. Along with iconic cars and bikes, there were celebrity guests, musical performances, and food. Billed as the biggest self-made car show in history, the annual event attracts thousands of car, bike, and music enthusiasts. And let me tell you about the logistics of this thing, because it is not a small production. South Fulton Police had nearly 40 dozen officers on duty Saturday and warned residents to expect surges in traffic around 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. as the event began and ended. You don't get 48 officers deployed for a small gathering. People were coming from everywhere. Tickets plus parking started at around $170 for general admission, and people still paid it without hesitation because the experience you get walking through those gates is worth every dollar. You've got classic muscle cars sitting next to six-figure supercars. You've got lowriders with custom paint jobs that took years to build. You've got donks with rims that cost more than most people's cars. Every single category of automotive culture represented under one roof, or in this case, under the Georgia sun. And the cars on display aren't just showpieces. These are community builds. These are people who saved up, sacrificed, and poured their passion into a machine. And Rick Ross gives them a platform to shine on the biggest stage. That's what makes this different from a regular car show. Now, let's talk about the moment that broke the internet Saturday, because if you've been on social media in the last 48 hours, you have already seen this clip circulating everywhere. Young Miami was one of the featured performers alongside artists like Finesse 2 Times, bringing her high-energy set to the outdoor stage. As she performed Spin That, she spotted Ross and seized the opportunity to involve the event host himself in her trending dance challenge. The interaction was unscripted and raw, no rehearsal, no choreography. And Rick Ross, the biggest boss, the man who runs the promised land, just went for it, right there on stage in front of thousands of people, no hesitation. That authenticity, set against the backdrop of luxury cars, celebrity guests, and festival vibes at the Promised Land, made the moment highly shareable and helped extend the song's promotional reach far beyond the event grounds. That is how you create a viral moment, not because it was planned, because it was real, because it was spontaneous, because Rick Ross is genuinely comfortable enough in his own skin to just vibe with an artist on his own stage at his own event in his own backyard and not care how it looks. That energy is exactly why people keep coming back to this show every single year. Young Miami strategically used her appearance at the 5th annual Rick Ross Car and Bike Show to generate fresh buzz for Spin That, her solo single released on April 24, 2026. The track had already built significant momentum through the viral dance challenge on TikTok, strong radio spins, and consistent streaming, but the high-profile live interaction with Rick Ross added a major celebrity endorsement layer that extended its reach far beyond the event grounds. So Young Miami won, Ross won, the crowd won, the internet won, everybody eating. Now I want to take a moment to talk about why Rick Ross can pull off this event, because it starts with his genuine obsession with cars. This is not a branded event he slapped his name on for a check. This man lives this lifestyle. On Saturday, June 13th, Rick Ross turned his massive 235-acre Georgia estate into the South's flashiest automotive spectacle. And he wasn't just hosting, he was showing. His personal collection served as the anchor of the whole experience. Over 100 cars. We're talking vintage American muscle, rare classics, custom builds, the kind of collection that takes decades and millions of dollars to put together. Ross has said publicly that cars are one of his deepest passions, and when you see what he's assembled at the Promised Land, you believe him immediately. And what's powerful about the show is that Ross doesn't separate his collection from the community builds. A guy who spent 3 years painting his Chevy Capella in his driveway gets the same stage as a $1 million hypercar. That is the ethos of this event, self-made, all the way through. Let me walk you through how fast this thing has grown, because it is genuinely remarkable. The show launched in 2022, and in its second year alone, thousands of fans descended upon Rick Ross's Promised Land estate located in Fayetteville, Georgia, for a day filled with fun, food, and fellowship. Ross ultimately had to come out of pocket to pay 75 police officers across 4 jurisdictions to manage the flow. His own money, 75 officers, second year. That is not a hobby event. That is a full-scale festival. By the third year, attendees were treated to a full day of stunning cars, sleek bikes, and electrifying hip-hop performances, making it a truly unforgettable experience for all who attended. The performers keep getting bigger, the car builds keep getting more elaborate, the celebrity turnout keeps growing. Now in year 5, this is billed as an iconic moment for the culture, and that is not marketing language. That is an accurate description of what this event has become in the Atlanta area and across the South. Tickets ranging from $170 general admission all the way up, and people still show up in droves every single year. And the key to all of it? The event unites diverse genres within the aftermarket and custom automotive world. You don't have to be into one specific car culture to feel at home at this show. Old school lowrider guys pull up next to lifted truck builds, next to exotic supercar owners, and everybody gives each other love. That community energy is rare, and Ross has protected it all 5 years. Here's the bigger picture point I want to make before we close out. Rick Ross built something that nobody handed him. His record label, Maybach Music Group, his estate, The Promised Land, his car collection, and now his car show, which he calls the biggest self-made car show in history.
And self-made is the operative word, because this event started with a rapper who loved cars, a 235-acre property, and a vision. No corporate backing, no convention center, no major sponsor writing him a check to host a show. He paid for the police. He handled the permits. He dealt with the county. He built the infrastructure. And 5 years in, it is one of the most talked about automotive cultural events in the United States. That is what the Promised Land actually represents. It is not just a property. It is proof that you can build something enormous from a genuine passion and that the culture will show up for it every single time. The 5th annual Rick Ross Car and Bike Show delivered everything people came for and then some. The cars were insane. The performances were live. The Young Miami moment is going to be circulating online for weeks. And Rick Ross once again proved that the Promised Land is one of the most unique event spaces in the country because it carries the energy of the man who built it. If you weren't there this year, mark your calendar because this event only gets bigger. Drop a comment below. What was your favorite part of the clips you saw from this year's show? What car build caught your eye the most? Subscribe if you're new. I cover culture moments like this every week. See you in the next one.